Previously on Big West Wrestling.
Was it just me, or did you notice that Zilla's promo didn't have the DWO logos? Did I get to the DWO last week when I mentioned how Kojay totally dissed all of his DWO allies and horribly ranked them in last week's Throwdown?
Do not embarrass me. I'm waiting.
Before we get started tonight, fans, a huge thank you to Mr. BC 1858 and the DaCosta brothers for supporting our last show, Live, Laugh, Lariat in Summerland. It's sponsors like this, it's fans like you that help us survive and keep wrestling alive during these truculent times.
Tuesday night TalkDown. Johnny Dean. Well, I've had quite an interesting time here in the TalkDown, haven't I? I've had some ups, but a lot of downs. But that's okay, you know, Johnny Dean is hard to figure out for some. All you have to do is listen, but some would rather not, and that's okay. Maybe Johnny Dean is just too big to handle. It's okay though, because I'm not worried about any of that. I'm excited about today. I'm excited for you, Lance Skullz. I'm a big fan. Johnny Dean's a big fan of yours. I've seen you ring announce at some of that stuff there, some of that good wrestling stuff. Damn, you're good. You get the crowd into it. You get the crowd motivated. You get the crowd wanting more, man. But see, quite a few people have talked about it, and I'm afraid I gotta put my 2 cents in, Skullz, because you seem to be a man into that voodoo that you do. Yes, with your little skull cane there. Well, I hope you don't think of that as an intimidation tactic. Because believe me, sir, I've been on Bourbon Street, and I'm right at home. And Lance, it's actually good too that you are a ring announcer, because you can play double duty for our match. Yes. You will take on Johnny Dean, and then you can ring announce the winner. Yes. And after Tuesday, it'll be a big win. And then you'll get on the mic, Lance, and you'll say, your winner is Johnny Dean. And just like me, Lance, it's gonna look good.
Johnny Dean, classic cool, like model cars and leather jackets, and smoking in the movie theaters. Well, I don't see anyone going a mile for you, Joe Camel looking guy. They ought to call me Mr. Chesterfield, because the real deal walking talking true main event, Lance Skullz, ooh, he satisfies. So here we are, almost at the end of season 2, and while yours has been along the same path, did okay, didn't win, I've been up and down all over the place, and doesn't look like I'm getting a title shot anytime soon. So season finale, you better have something good for me, something I can put my teeth into. Oh, and before I forget, Johnny Dean, hey, sit on it.
Hello, Tuesday Night TalkDown. Thank you. Thank you for sending me to the deep waters of Tuesday night roster. Throwing me to the wolves, as they say. And now, Zilla. Great work, Zilla. I am very impressed by season 1, by you and everyone else on the roster. You guys are really are the deep waters. And Zilla, you are a true wild card. A true wild card. In every way. Your couple of videos I like, just sitting in the dark laughing. Just laughing. Or playing chess as a gentleman, as you say. I know I can be a gentleman too, or wild as ever. But don't underestimate me, Tuesday Night TalkDown. I know. You know and I know. I'm the new face. The new face on the block. And I get it. I get it. I played the calm, cool, and collected guy. And I went wild. Blu Wilder, right? And I hope you are entertained. Really, I hope you're entertained. If not, do I have your attention now?
Shut up and sit down. The following announcement has been paid for by the
sarcastic little turd.
What's up, Blu? Yeah, I know who you are. You're the new guy, that rising star on the roster everyone's talking about, eyes so full of hope to climb the ladder in Big West Wrestling, hopes to maybe impress the almighty judges. Well, that's really good. You've been hoping up a storm the last few weeks. I see it's been working out with some varying results, but that's good. I'm happy to have you here. Let me introduce myself. I am Zilla, one half of the first ever Tuesday Night TalkDown Internet Champions, alongside the artist formerly known as Fearcast J, and my co-host at Dopes on the Ropes, Koj.
Run!
And I am the only one here who is going to tell you any sort of truth. Truth like, you can absolutely climb the ladder here, but you gotta be willing to kiss the asses of the almighty judges. And truths like, oh, really all you would need to beat me here today would be to sing my name to the tune of Bingo was his name-o, and maybe insult my appearance a little bit, and 45 seconds here and done, you can call it a day. Honestly, I could go all night, but we don't have time for that, Blu, so if you want to learn more about my cause and what I'm trying to do, you know where to find me. Oh, welcome to Tuesday nights.
Shut up and sit down.
So wait one goddamn minute. I gotta sit here and listen to this BS where Zilla claims that the judges mistreat him and that he has to kiss the butts of the judges. The only judge that gave you a bad mark so far is your own little buddy, Koj. Maybe you should run away from him and figure out stuff for yourself, you little punk.
Tuesday Night TalkDown, here we go. Peake versus the old greedy bastard, and this is what I'm gonna spit at you. Yeah, I'm just waking up because this is how much time I need to prepare for your promo, Casey. You know, I really don't like your promo style, dog. Where you just trash talk everybody. And then online, you're apologetic and thank you and respect and blah, blah, blah. Well, it doesn't matter if you say anything nice or if you say anything rude about me, because the case is I'm still the best. And here's why. Peake, you're a young hotshot. Sure, you've got the words, but you don't listen. And then you butt me. And sure, I may give you the benefit of the doubt on this promo here. You may say something nice about me, but again, like I said, it doesn't matter. This is the season finale of TalkDown, so you better bring it, homeboy. Because I always do. And I don't know if you can hear that, but the coffee's brewing, and I'm about to start my day. And I know you like to post your gym progress every day, but those who go to the gym don't talk about it. So enjoy your day, Casey. Hope you enjoyed this moment with me.
Big West Wrestling Tuesday TalkDown. Now I'm just going to dive right into it this week, because this is my biggest match yet one-on-one in TalkDown, as I go against the Big West Wrestling television champion Jordie Taylor one-on-one. Now, Jordie, you decided to call me out to Marty Sugar and request to go against me one-on-one. That was a horrible idea, man. I'm sorry to tell you. You probably couldn't have had a worse idea if you wanted to, though. But you know what, Jordie? I will give you this, man. You're a respectable guy. You work hard, you win your matches, you have all these titles, you have all these accolades. That's all cool, fine, and dandy. But that's not going to save you against one of the best young talents in TalkDown, like I always say recently. I am one of the best. You have people like me and Sky every single week almost in TalkDown, putting in work, going against hard opponents. So if you think I'm going to back down from the Big West television champion calling me out, you're wrong. And you know what, Jordie? This is going to be a really good match, man. I'm very excited for this match, to be honest with you. Because I like a challenge. I like going against hard opponents, because it's going to help me get better. It's going to help me improve. It's going to help me sharpen my skills that much more. But you know what? You decided to call me out, so now I have to make an example out of you. No 3, 4, 5, however many belts you have. None of that is going to save you from me this time, Jordie. None of it. This is about Casey Peake versus Jordie Taylor. That's what this is. So you know what? You have my respect, buddy. And when I beat you on Tuesday night, because it's not if, it's when, I'm going to beat a champion of Big West Wrestling. And that's going to feel damn good. And if you think I'm going to let you beat me, Jordie, you played yourself.
Fan, if I had a nickel for every time a wrestler messed up the date for an event, I would be the one strutting around with Jordie Taylor's $1,000 title. And speaking of Jordie, we all know the reigning Big West television champion has a lot on his plate, so forgive him if he forgot that next week, October the 13th, is the actual Season 2 finale of TalkDown. Deztro The Eskimofo was the one that made the mistake in Season 1, and we'll hear from Dez later on in this show. Right now, we can add some exciting new info about Stunday. For starters, there's now a second show. That's right, doors open at 3 p.m. for show number 1, and then open again at 6 p.m. for show number 2. We will be first contacting our current ticket holders before we alter ticket pricing, etc., to ensure that as many people as possible enjoy as much wrestling as they can on Sunday, October 25th. And just announced for the 3 p.m. show, an underdog dream match if there ever was one, as Elliot Tyler battles Chucky Lee Ray. Let's hear from Chucky right now.
Beef boy, Elliot Tyler. Let me tell you why they call me the ultimate underdog. I've got knocked down, but I keep getting right back up. Keep getting knocked down, I keep getting right back up. Chucky never dies, my friend. May of 2019, I became Big West Wrestling television champion and went on to defend that championship for 27 days till I got defeated by Ace Redmann Jr. And I had to start from the bottom and work my way up back to the very top. But you happen to be in the way of Chucky Lee Ray. And if I have to get through you to get back to the top, well then so be it. October 25th in Summerland Youth Center, you and me. Can't wait.
Yo, Mr. Money Mark here. Just came back from a glorious time up in Okanagan, where I attended my very first ever wrestling show. Big West presents Live, Laugh, Lariat. I'm sitting in the audience, though, and Ace Redmann Jr., who's meant to just be there to watch the show, grabs his chair and goes running in the ring on his way there. He hits me. I tell him about it, and he doesn't even care. Then last week, you don't even show up to face me. Total disrespectful little brat is what you are. They say you're all attitude. I'll agree. All bad attitude, Ace Redmann Jr. And you know something? I'm no manager and I'm no wrestler. But I think the only thing you'll understand is if you get a good old-fashioned ass whooping. So I'm spending a lot of my money around to see that that happens. I talked to the promoter of Big West Wrestling, and let me tell you, you're in for a big surprise. Come October 25th in Summerland, hitting me with that chair was one big mistake, and you're going to learn that the hard way. You can bank on that.
Tuesday night, TalkDown. It's ya boy, the Cherokee Storm, all attitude Ace Redmann Jr. And I think you're figuring out now, good things come to those who wait. But unfortunately for Mr. Moneymark, good things are not coming because you're faced up against the Cherokee Storm in his debut match on Tuesday night, TalkDown. See, Mr. Moneymark, I've been watching some of your promos and I respect you. And I've been watching some of your stuff, and I appreciate what you've been doing. But it's time to get rid of the old guard. New blood's coming in. Call me the Prince of the Okanagan, the Prince of Tuesday nights. Because I've been Mr. Saturday night in this area for too long. Now I'm Mr. Tuesday night. Tuesday night, TalkDown. This has been all attitude. Ace Redmann Jr. Also, screw you, Justin Sider.
Now, we've already heard from both Mr. Moneymark and Zilla tonight, but they had a war of words prior to Live Laugh Lariat on September 26th in Summerland. It fell under the radar, unfortunately. In fact, before Ace Redmann Jr. bumped Mr. Mark with his chair that night, the Money Man was in Summerland to meet Zilla in a face-to-face confrontation. Obviously, that never happened, but these promos sure did.
You know, Zilla, you made me a little upset when you challenged me to put my money where my mouth is and buy myself a shirt. So I did. Probably not the one you thought I should. Matter of fact, I bought 2 of them. Still not the one you thought I should. But then I went a step further and I made a call. Hello, Mr. Salotki. It's Mr. Mark here. Yeah. Anyways, my brother uptown tells me you're a cool guy. And my cousin, Mr. BC 1858, he sponsored a lot of stuff. Now here's the deal. Uptown's off doing whatever, and Mr. BC, well, he's off at his cabin there. Anyways, I'm gonna send you some money and sponsor the kid. Beef Wish match. That's right. Thank you, Mr. Salotki. I look forward to meeting you. I'm coming to Summerland. What do you think of that, Zilla? You little punk. I'm coming to Summerland, and you never know what my money might buy. You can bank on that.
Shut up and sit down.
It's a nice night. The rain stopped. The clouds are moving fast. You know what else is moving fast, Money Mark? Zilla. Zilla's always moving fast. He's on his way to the top everywhere he goes. Now, you've been saying a lot of things about me, Money Mark. You've been saying, oh, Zilla's nothing without his tag team partner. And, oh, Zilla, you want me to put my money where my mouth is? Here's 2 shirts I bought 3 months ago. Well, that's really good. That's really impressive. Big fan of that move. That was good. That was some Zilla-esque play. That was just like me with the bright lights. We all know how well received that was. I guess what I'm saying, Money Mark, is you really impressed me. I like how you flash around your fancy 50s, and
I get it. You know, it must be really easy to be really rich when you were there when money was invented. I mean, what's your social security number, 6? I mean, look, man, if you want to keep coming at me, we can set up a sanctioned match. Or if you want to keep coming at me, we can have a promo battle live in front of anybody you want. Keep it up. Clouds are moving fast.
Shut up and sit down.
Ever since I started on Tuesday Night TalkDown, I noticed the amount of terrific talkers that we have on this roster. This is top tier. This is the big leagues. This is a cauldron of charisma. And you see, there's a handful of talent that might just be a little bit above the rest that hovers around that internet title picture, including Deztro The Eskimofo. He's the all-star of the Arctic. He talks the talk, he walks the walk. You know, he kind of reminds me of somebody that I know extremely well. He reminds me of the old Red DeNero. You see, the old Red DeNero waited his turn. The old Red DeNero expected his talent to get him up that ladder. It was the wrong decision, and I see it in you, Desi. I wish I took what was mine. I left this industry years ago, bitter, confused, angry. I tucked my tail in between my legs and I left. And while I sat at home thinking about what I could have done differently, the one thing that came to my mind was I was too nice. I like to get along with people. I wasn't cutthroat. Well, all that has changed now. Even if I like you, which I do like you, Desi, I have to destroy you. I am going to burn down everyone and everything in my way here on Tuesday Night TalkDown, including you. And I'm sorry that the new Red DeNero shows no mercy.
Diggity dog. Oh man, thank you so much again for the ride. I know we don't get along all the time, but the fact that my bodega and your gym are on the same block, I think that's super rad. Did I give you enough time to do the whole yelling into the phone thing? Yeah? Okay, good. You got that out of the way. Good. All right. Okay, good, man. Oh, look, I really know. I really want to start us off by just saying, look, I think that this whole thing has been just miscommunication, you know? I respect you and your illustrious career. I think you're rad as hell, Red. I love you, man. But dude, bro, you gotta come and here on Big West Tuesday Night TalkDown, man, you're greener than Leonardo's poo. And that's coming from me. I know, that's coming from me. Just don't get mad. Please don't leave. No, don't, okay, listen, all right. Hey, jeez, all right, listen, okay. That didn't go so well. But I guess that's what happens when you deal with blood money, is you always gotta look over your shoulder, because somebody's coming for you. So, I am sorry, Red DeNero. I am so sorry, my brother. But I am coming for you. I'm coming for you, Red. I'm coming for everybody else who got in my way and said I couldn't do it. I am on my way down to Summerland, to Stunnerland. Big West Wrestling, please get ready. Because this Halloween, you've got a real joker on your hands. I'm coming. And I'm not leaving until I make an impact. Who's gonna drive me home now?
The following announcement has been paid for by the
family.
Justin Cider, Sky, Eskimofo, soon to be Jordie Taylor. Every single week, Marty Sugar has put me up against his greatest talent. Not because he wants them to get an easy win. but because he wants to show the audience of Big West just what the Advocate is capable of. And anyone who ever doubted me has gotten to witness every single week that I have gone toe-to-toe with giants and not only held my own, but proven why I am in that top ranking. And this week's going to be no different, but my opponent this week is very, very similar to me. Some people love to draw comparisons to me and Sleazy Steve, but I'm going to end those comparisons right now. Now, there are a couple of similarities. We're both very intellectually advanced in comparison to most of the general populace. We are both very quick-witted when it comes to our words. We are both very talented on the mic, but where it stops is here. Sleazy Steve, you have all the tools to succeed, but you have no finished projects. You have the ability every single night to put bread on the table, but you still go to bed hungry. Sleazy Steve, you have settled in a place where every single week you will get all these compliments from all the judges. All the fans will love you, and you'll go home that night. Maybe you'll feel a little bit better about yourself, but when you sit down and you lay in your bed, you will look around you and see there are no awards, there are no trophies, there are no titles. And maybe that's okay for you. But that's not okay for me. I am the Advocate, and I am on a path of destruction and glory. So Sleazy Steve, if you're fine settling for modesty, by all means step to the side. I will continue to pity you. Do not stray.
Shut up and sit down.
So before I even get started with the Advocate, there's one very big thing I need to address. So tell me why, Marty Sugar, why I'm not the internet champion and Justin Sider still is. Every time I face Justin Sider for that internet championship, I lose to him and the family. But when it comes to one-on-one, in the middle of that ring, I pinned him 1, 2, 3. The writing's on the wall. It's inevitable. I'm gonna be internet champion because I'm a better champion than Justin Sider ever wishes he could be. So look me in the eyes, Marty Sugar, and tell me why it's not me. Tell me. Because I am more championship caliber than Justin Sider ever has been. Moving on, though. I'm facing the Advocate this week, and this is a matchup that I've been looking forward to. Because, Advocate, you've made a good name for yourself in such a short amount of time, and I am not one to give praise. But you're not me. You're just another stepping stone on the way to the main event where I belong. And there's a difference between speaking truth and prophecy. You see, I'm a man of truth. I tell no lies. So believe me when I tell you, you're not getting past me this week. Maybe come back when you're championship material, like me.
How many goddamn times do you think you guys can call me out on this flippin' show and get away with it? Dylan Murphy, Sleazy Steve, Justin Sider, Zilla. Zilla, you want to talk to me? You want to talk smack to me? If it wasn't for Cremator and Von Slasher, there'd be a dead man in Mackenzie. I got fired for being a goddamn bouncer being too violent, and you're going to talk smack to me? You punk-ass little turd! Turd! I called you it again! I dare you to do something about it! You people have been taking advantage of the fact that I have been down on myself. You people have been taking advantage of the fact that I went to Alberta and thought my career was over, and that I have stepped aside to let you young guys carry the ball. And you know what? Once again, you flippin' snot-nosed punks have dropped it. I sat there in Calgary, backstage, and I told Camaro Cope I thought my career was done. And he gave me a hug, and he said he loved me. And then in Summerland, he had the audacity to look me in the flippin' eye and say that I screwed him when he lost to Jordie Taylor. Camaro Cope, you stupid shit! You had the K5 medallion. Cash it in anytime you want. Don't look at me for another handout. I'm sick and tired of giving them. I'm sick and tired of letting you guys lip me off and think you can get away with it. Sleazy Steve, you ask why you can't be internet champion? Because you're not good enough. You're 19 years old, 2 matches under your belt. Shut your damn pie hole, you little punk. After October 13th, nobody on TalkDown is going to be the internet champion. It's going to be a real belt fought over by real wrestlers. Real wrestlers that don't whine and cry looking for a booking, looking for a handout. You want to be internet champion? You cut the damn promos, you share the damn events, you do the work. You want to be in this business? Make it count. Or shut the hell up and get out of my face and get the hell out of my goddamn ring and get the f off my TV show. Well, I don't know about you, but that little break felt great. Now, before we get to tonight's main event, let's talk about the Voros vote down. It started with 12 wrestlers and then got whittled down to 8, and then it was supposed to get down to a final 4. After all the votes were tallied in the second round, however, an executive decision was made, and the Voros twins will be facing on October 25th at the 6 p.m. show. The Good Friends, Better Enemies combo of Ace Redmann Jr. and Camaro Cope. This one's going to have some fireworks, fans. Don't you dare miss it.
Now I know what you're thinking. Dylan Murphy has a shot at the internet title, and all he's going to do is find a way to complain about it. But no, instead I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about a man who was on the search for something, anything that would help him feel again. And this man, he came across Tuesday Night Talkdown, and he witnessed a charismatic hero climb from obscurity and capture the Big West Wrestling Internet Championship. This man, he looked up to the champ, and he thought of himself as an unofficial member of the family. The champ, he was a force to be reckoned with. That is, until that dreaded day when the entertainment provider, Justin Sider, lost. But not only did he lose, he lost to a petulant child. The man's faith was rocked in the now former champion. But still, that one stiff drink, he stayed positive and he moved forward and regained his internet title. But the damage was done. The man believed in the family no longer. He found a home of his own, a new home, a home that accepted him for him. And as some time passed, Justin Sider, your ego started to inflate, and you made some poor decisions. You see, you think that the DWO are the bad guys, but no. We are just a bunch of dudes that like to have a good time, but won't take shit from anyone. But you, Justin Sider, you aligned yourself up with a bully. You aligned yourself up with a man who uses muscle and intimidation to bully somebody out of their property. How can we allow our internet champion to be like this? Know this, Mr. Sider. I may or may not get the W tonight, but eventually you will get what you deserve. And when all is said and done, I will be the one to leave you in your misery and have you hate what you've become.
Shut up and sit down. The World Order. The following announcement has been paid for by the
family. Welcome back to Sider's Sanctuary with your two-time reigning longest running and greatest internet champion of all time, before, now, or ever. The entertainment provider, your best friend, Justin Sider. So many things to talk about, so little time. Sleazy Steve, our one-on-one matchup. Oh, so much to talk about. Danny Deeds, I got some words for you too. But I'll have to wait. For now, let's get to the pressing things on TalkDown. First of all, family, thank you so much. Once again, I see you, I feel you, I love you. You are the fuel to my fire. My opponent this week, Dylan Murphy, the DWO's bag boy, as they say. Well, Dylan Murphy, a man who was on his way to the top, ready to do great things, and now he's joined the DWO, trying to find himself, but all he does in every promo is sway side to side nervously, knowing he is lost. Well, Mr. Murphy, I got a little song for you. Dylan, you don't have to put on a red light. The DWO is over. Don't have to sell your body for this fight. Dylan, you don't have to wear those shades tonight. You're better off without those dummies. Don't know if it's wrong or if it's right. Dylan.
The big question now, fans, after the shocking news from yours truly, does Justin Sider end Season 2 as the greatest and final TalkDown Internet Champion of all time? Or does Dylan Murphy do the unthinkable and go into the season finale not only with the title, but a match with Casey Peake to end the history of the title as it stands here on TalkDown? Regardless of the outcome, Justin Sider has already agreed to battle with Kojay in the season finale after this.
Shut up and sit down.
Justin Sider.
It's Kojay.
What did we tell you? You're just gonna sit here?
Last choice.
Do you think we were kidding? Justin Sider talk that shit to you?
It's like he's just trying to bish off his way to the top. Play himself to be this manager he never really was or ever is or ever will be.
He's not gonna stop. Get it together.
Make your own crap, boy.
Shut up and sit down.
Do you forget who the hell you are?
You gotta be as good or better.
You offered nothing.
Everything I do, 100% original, played out crap.
Shut up and sit down.
I don't know what to say. It's like it's all falling apart. You're letting Justin walk all over you. Let him make fun of the brand. You remember why you started the DWO? I don't know, because you wanted to make an impact. You're pissed because he called you Eric Bischoff, aren't you? Not wrong. He'll never be a promoter. Just like he'll never be a wrestler. You've done good here in the DWO. And they're behind you. The family. That's just part of we won, man. Well. Look at you now. You just think you were on top of the world, didn't you? And one smart-ass comment from Justin Sider. Your whole little Jenga tower just falls to pieces. You're pathetic. You're gonna let one guy and one member of his family get under your skin? You know he used all his ammunition on the last promo, right? He's got nothing left. Do what needs to be done. Do not embarrass me.
waiting.
Shut up and sit down.
As always, fans, make sure you have your say. We love that you're watching, and everyone here on TalkDown appreciates you taking the time to vote. Please ensure you properly fill out your ballot, choosing a winner or a draw for every promo battle this week. Simply reply in the comments section of wherever you happen to be watching this video. The deadline for your completed ballots is Wednesday, October 7th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Help spread the word, and let's end Season 2 of TalkDown with a bang! I know how much you enjoyed the Loser Leaves Summerland match on Throwdown last Thursday, so here's a bonus match on TalkDown tonight too. With Big West's 9-year anniversary coming up on Remembrance Day, I thought it would be fun to start looking back at the first ever shows back in 2011 and 2012. Here's the first ever show, November 11th, 2011, when Raven Lake and myself faced the KC connection of Casey Spinelli and Casey Andrews in an intergender tag match at Rutland Centennial Hall. Enjoy!
Huh.